walk it to him in the offense. Walk it to him. That's what he did. Because I know a guy that went up there and played this very same defense in less adverse conditions. Threw for 150 yards and an interception and scored 16 points. My guy go up there, coming up getting shellacked twice. Got shellacked twice on the road. No chance they can beat Buffalo. And what he did, said, why this? Yeah, can't do this. I bet you can't do this. And they did it. And now what? I know what you was hoping. You want to buy Buffalo, do your dirty work. Nah, you going to do your dirty work. If you want the house clean, clean it yourself. If you don't want the Eagles to miss the playoff, you do something about it. Stop hoping somebody else does something about it.
My turn?
No, it's not your turn. You saw what Walker to him did yesterday. 17 or 24, 172, one touchdown. And like you
172?
Are you cool with 172?
172?
I just want to know, is 172 more than 150?
It is.
Is one touchdown and no interceptions better than 150, 0 touchdowns and 1 interception? I just need to know, because I ain't good with math,
I thought
Jenny.
you called 200 yards to the Dak Prescott line. Are you over the Dak Prescott line? He was under it.
Hold on. That's Prescottia.
Yikes.
That's the word I like to use.
Yikes.
But anyway, Skip, hold on. We're not talking about Dak. There's going to be a time and a place I'm going to talk about Dak.
The guy who's number 1 in QBR in the NFL. Go ahead.
The Bills' defense hasn't given up more than 21 points all season long. All season long, to Tom Brady and that vaunted Patriots offense. Tom, terrific. Oh, the greatest quarterback. He's the greatest human being. You don't know that, but the TB12 method, they're working on the cure for cancer. I'm telling you, Jenny.
Can the Patriots run the football? Can they run the football? They cannot run it. I just told you. They got little to no run game. Woo. Ooh. Offensive line, no offensive line. Thank you.
You got more, Shannon?
I just want to talk. I just want to finish my statement. That's all.
Right.
Skip, give this credit. Doug Peterson was under heavy fire. They had gotten beat. And you know our guy came on, what was that? Was that Friday he came on?
I heard about it.
Scared? And since shockwaves, we were training, Skip, we were trembling. I don't like what they tried to do. They talk about he was on FS1. Say the name of our show that he was on.
Agreed.
Don't be talking about no FS1.
That's the best point you made all day.
If you want to use our stuff, say where he was on.
Thank you.
But anyway, I ain't calling your name out, but you know who you are. If you ran our stuff, give us our credit for it. But anyway, Skip Bayless, deal with the virtuoso again. Sometimes you got to know how. And they did run the football. Woo! I've been waiting for this. It's amazing. Can you imagine what old walking to him can do if he had old Zeke Elliott all the time? But he got great contributions. They ran the football. Howard, Miles Sanders, even walking to him got 8 carries.
He did. It was good.
41 for 218, Skip Bayless. I like that. I like that. But the Miles Sanders was the run that really put him over the hump. Because if you take that run out, they're down to 3.8 yards a carry. With that in there, they're 5.3. So this was a very, very big win. They needed this one. They could ill afford to lose 3 straight games, especially after the criticism, after losing the games in which they won and the fashion in which they had lost them. They needed this win. And because, Skip, I wasn't worried about the defense, because even as bad as the defense is in the secondary, I didn't feel Josh Allen could take advantage of that. And so if you don't turn the ball over, you don't put them on short fields, the likelihood of Buffalo being able to move the ball down the field and put the ball in the end zone against you isn't very good. They took care of the football, and because I've been in Buffalo this time of year, even later, it gets windy. And those Buffalo fans, they're different breeds, Skip.
I know them. I've been there. I've covered many games there in December.
They're a different breed. And they started, let's go Buffalo. When they start saying, let's go Buffalo, but walking to him says, not today. The Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles fly.
Jenny, could you ask me that question again, please?
Who deserves the most credit for the Eagles' win, Skip?
Orlando Scandrick. Thank you. Could we see Orlando Scandrick on Friday's Undisputed, not FS1, but Undisputed?
Exactly.
Could we see it?
I think on defense, I think they have stuck together pretty good. I think there's some selfish people on that defense, though.
Do you?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that Rasul Douglas, who's a good friend of mine, I think he took some unwanted heat for some blown coverages on some other people's selfish play. And we don't even have to say names.
We do. I know what you're talking about.
We don't have to say names at all. They know who they are. I think that when you wear a C on your jersey, it's your job to bring guys along. It's your job to sometimes you need to take the hard down. You need to take the hard job and you need to like bring the thing together. I don't know if that's the case.
Well, there you go.
At the end of that interview, we picked the game.
Right.
I had already been on record telling you they're not going to go win at Buffalo because I don't think they can score enough points to win at Buffalo.
Okay.
And as soon as the words came out of my mouth that I was picking Buffalo, he echoed that basically they got no chance at Buffalo. Orlando did. And at that moment, it flashed in my head, I'm in big trouble.
Yep.
Because Orlando Scandrick did for the Eagles what Doug Peterson did for my Cowboys the week before. They needed some external force, and that was a force of ether that he dropped on them.
It was.
I mean, he ethered everybody. He nuked everybody from Malcolm Jenkins to Howie Roseman, the GM, right? He left very little unscathed, right?
Correct.
And he just raved about how great the Cowboy culture is versus the Eagle culture, right?
Yes.
And how they're living in their Super Bowl past. And when this interview is finished and this show was finished, I told our producers I'm in trouble because he has just done what Doug Peterson can't do. He has reunited the Eagles. He has refocused the Eagles. He has recentered the Eagles, and they're going to say, oh, yeah, watch this.
Yeah.
Because clearly they're better than Buffalo. They just haven't, they had lost their way. And I think he deserved, Orlando Scandrick, a game ball last night from Doug Peterson because he was just what the doctor ordered for the Philadelphia Eagles going up to Buffalo because they were reeling. They had gotten blown out 2 games in a row at Minnesota, at Dallas, and I thought they might be on their last legs, and instead they found something. They put Carson Wentz mostly back under center because it was high wind, gusty wind, and said, let's just see what happens if we just hand it off up the gut.
See.
And good things and then great things started happening. 218 rush yards happened.
Yep.
And if it weren't for Josh Allen, who's actually, he's more running back than quarterback. About all he can do is run with it because he's like 6'5", 235. And remember, it's 7-3 near the end of the half, 2 minutes left in the first half, and he tries some sort of quarterback rollout and just spits it up, coughs it up, and gives them a short field touchdown. And that was it. That was the game. They just said, okay, here we go. And I want to give credit to Carson Wentz because he played very well under the conditions.
Okay.
He had 0 turnovers, as did Tom Brady up in the rain, but 0 turnovers in the wind is hard to do because the ball's getting blown all over the place.
He missed the early throw.
He did,
because of the wind.
but he was careful with the football. And I was impressed. They went 8 of 15 on 3rd down. That is hard to do.
In those conditions.
And I must admit, I must let it go today. The Eagles are back in business. They are. They're back in business. So now my Cowboys are actually going to have to go earn the NFC East.
Really?
And it is going to be hard to earn.
Ain't happening.
Yeah, we'll
and the
see.
thing that Carson Wentz needed to understand, the Eagles need to understand, is that what happened the last 2 games, Skip, turnovers. You can't give teams short fields. You can't give teams the football. And it's like, if we take care of the ball, we like our chances. 71% completion percentage. I know a guy that was 18 or 39 for 46% completion percentage, Jenny, in less adverse conditions than what Walker to him did. They ran the football. They took time of possession. They dominated the time of possession. And when you don't turn the football over and you dominate time of possession, now, look, do I expect them to run the ball for 218 a game? No. But if they can get some, Skip, the thing is they need to get some resemblance of a run game. You can't ask this young man to go back and consistently throw the ball 35, 40, 45 times a game and win. You can win a couple of games like that, but that's few and far between. If they can get some resemblance of a running game, this team is good enough to get on the track and make a strong, strong push. I like the direction that this team is heading in. And maybe you're right.
Well, after yesterday, you do. You couldn't have liked it the previous 2 weeks.
Maybe you're right. Maybe what O did, Orlando Scandrick, maybe that's what they needed. They needed somebody from the outside that was on the inside to criticize the inner workings of what he saw going on. And so now that's going to force them because now everybody's looking. Okay. So now it's going to force these guys to band together.
Okay.
You and your team are in trouble.
Well, the truth is the NFC East is just now getting started because we're about halfway through and we're starting over because it's 4-3 versus 4-4 at the top. And here we go. We got Cowboys at Giants a week from tonight.
Yes.
Oh, whatever.
And
Say
here
that.
we go.
Whatever.
The Eagles host the Bears, so after what we saw from them yesterday.
What on Trubisky? Oh, Mitchell Trubisky. Oh, yeah, he gonna give it up. He'll give it up.
Respect.
And now the field goal kicker, they back to square one again. Remember, Skip, they talking, oh, we got our kicker. We got our field goal kicker. Doink.
It's just
Black.
I hate that. I hate games that end that way. I
So
really do.
the Eagles got a gift from Orlando Scandrick, a gift from Aaron Rodgers, and a gift from the Jets and Luke Falk. Way to go.
Hold
Congratulations.
on. You make it, did you see what you call him did yesterday? Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Did you see what he did the past 2 weeks?
Luke Falk's not in the league anymore.
If Sam Darnold was not the 3rd overall pick, he wouldn't be in the league.
You loved Sam Darnold before the draft.
I love
All right?
him.
Let's give him, he was out for a while with Mono. He's got, he's got to find
Jenny,
his groove
I
again.
love my first girlfriend. How'd that work out for us?
I don't know.
Yeah,
You tell me.
I'm here and she there.
Okay. So LeBron and the Lakers, they cruised to 2 easy wins over the weekend. I feel like you had an over